Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. If you are new here, this is Empress Energy Magic. I am Empress Energy. Today we are going to be doing one of my favorite all-time kinds of readings. We're going to be channeling your future spouse. Okay, so this could be somebody you know, it could be somebody you haven't met yet. We're just going to get as much information as we can within the span of about 15 minutes. I'm kind of testing to see how these readings do before I just go all out on them. All right, you guys, so be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. And then also just remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what behind whatever doesn't. And if you want a private future spouse reading where I tap into your specific future spouse's energy, just check the description box below for booking details. I have a couple of them available. They're only $25. Okay, and I email them to you. Very, very fun. Okay, we're just gonna get started. All right, let's find out the overall general energy of who your future spouse is. Who is Aries future spouse? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Tell me who you are. Give me the general energy. What's your general energy for Aries future spouse? All right, we got fourth house. They may have fourth house dominant placements. We also have fixed moon, so they could have a moon in Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio. Let's get one more card for my Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Your future spouse, Aries. Who is your future spouse? Who is your future spouse? Who is your future spouse? It may be a very private person, Aries. That wanted to come out. Pluto. Okay, so there definitely is a lot of water energy coming from your future spouse, Aries. A lot of Scorpio coming out. In general, so I am picking up that your person may be a bit of a homebody. Like their home is their castle, it's their sanctuary. So I'm picking up that your future spouse is probably really protective over their home space. I'm not feeling like your future spouse is going to be the type of person that just opens their doors to anybody and everybody. I'm not saying they're not hospitable, right? But they are very careful about who they let pass through the threshold. They may be very, they are either very sensitive to energies, or there's just this innate knowing that I'm trying to put into words, there's kind of this respect that they have for their home space and being very careful about the kinds of energies they allow through the door. Okay, so, it wouldn't be surprising for this person, like if you started dating them or when you start dating them, Aries, that it may take them a while to let you into their home. They don't open their home just to anybody. They have to kind of get a really good feel for the person's energy. And yeah, so they're very picky about who they let into their home space. With fixed moon energy here, they're very reliable. Once they make a commitment, they stick to that commitment. Once they reach that decision that, they're going to make a commitment, they're going to be very loyal to that commitment. They are also emotionally loyal, just very loyal in general, very anchored and grounded. They're going to be your rock, basically. Very much going to be your rock. And with the fourth house energy here too, they may have their moon in the fourth house. So they could have a Taurus moon, Aquarius moon, Scorpio moon, or a Leo moon in their fourth house. Doesn't have to be. Or they could have Pluto in their fourth house as well. The drawback to this energy, Aries, for your future spouse is they're going to be they can be quite stubborn and very resistant to change, very strong-willed, and here it says they have the energy of not backing down. So once they set their sights on something, it's going to be very difficult to move their awareness or their attention away from it. And these, you know, your future spouse isn't going to be someone, you know, where having arguments is not going to be a very great experience for you. Like once they have a set point of view, it's going to be very difficult to move them from that hill. Like this person seems like the kind of, your future spouse seems like the kind of person, you ever heard that saying, you know, is this the hill that you want to die on? And your future spouse, you know, almost 100% is going to be like, yes, I will die on this hill. Okay, they are that fixed when it comes to the way of, you know, their point of view and the way that they see things. It can be very difficult to change their mind and or the way that they feel about something. With Pluto energy here, there's a lot beneath the surface. A lot. They may be a very spiritual person, but they may not necessarily be very vocal about it. They have deep feelings and deep thoughts when it comes to otherworldly things. They may believe in the paranormal. They may have even had paranormal experiences, but they're not going to be so open to talking to those experiences about just anybody. I feel like in general, very few people know this person beyond surface level. Of course, you're going to know them, Aries, beyond surface level. You're going to be very surprised to find out that there's a lot more beneath the surface than what you could have ever imagined. I do feel like they have, they definitely have a fascination with the paranormal. I'm hearing some of them may have either they're very fascinated by near-death experiences, or they may have even had a near-death experience. Okay, Aries. All right, let's get Aries's future spouse. Aries, the Aries collective future spouse. Tell me more about yourself. Tell me more about yourself. Who are you? Who are you? Got the Three of Swords coming out. Who are you, please? Okay, your person's definitely had a difficult childhood, Aries. Your future spouse has. Not a lot of happy, fond memories. They may have, with pain here, they may come from a broken family. Their parents may have gotten divorced when they were quite young, but young enough that they could remember the impact of it. There may have been, and this is a trigger warning, okay? 3, 2, 1. There may have been abuse in their childhood, either mostly emotionally or sexually or both, okay? Just kind of giving that. And so with the Sun card in reverse here, Aries, your future spouse isn't, yeah, there's not a lot about their childhood that they think fondly back on. They had a pretty difficult childhood. But with this Pluto energy here, with the Scorpio energy coming out here, this just kind of feels like par for the course, you know? I mean, a lot of people that have a lot of Pluto and or 8th house or Scorpio dominant in their charts, that's just kind of like part of their life path is a very difficult childhood, you know, in any way, shape, or form. All right. Oh, crap. Okay, that keeps wanting to come out. Right now, your person, your future spouse is just kind of in this hermit mode. Why are you kind of in hermit mode? What's going on? They may have their Chiron in Virgo. Yeah, with this Pluto energy and being very, okay, so they're kind of on, they may be going through a very quiet awakening. We got soul searching, spiritual enlightenment, self-reflection, introspection. Yeah, solitude, inner guidance. Yep, this is all part of what they came here to do. All of this is part of their, yeah. So your person is actually, I'm hearing very spiritually aware, and now they're going through a spiritual awakening, Aries. So they may very well be, you know, not only into like the supernatural, but actually they may be very curious about occult type stuff. You know, occult simply means hidden. So they could very well be into like crystals and tarot cards or tarot readings, or just maybe psychics and mediums. I mean, your person may be a psychic or a medium, especially with this, you know, a lot of this Cancer energy with the 4th house, and then Pluto dominant energy along with, you know, Scorpio. They actually may be highly sensitive, you know, highly intuitive or highly psychic, either which way. Tell me more about yourself. Oh, yeah. Okay, so your person's currently focused on just really kind of slowing down, learning, you know, and with the 8 of Wands in reverse here, it's just they're really wanting to make sure that they don't make any hasty decisions. But with the 8 of Wands in reverse with the Hermit energy here, they're really simply just, especially with the 7 of Wands in reverse, they're in this energy of letting go, learning to submit to the present moment, trying to let go of their defenses and stuff like that. There's just this energy of slowing down in their life right now, trying to take it all in, trying to put, you know, their past in perspective. They're very much on point and on path right now. Right, what's happening though is like they're up to this point, like whatever belief systems, whatever thought patterns developed in childhood is slowly starting to be like they're questioning everything. Not questioning their experiences, but questioning their own, like the things that they believe, right? If they say, for instance, if they grew up Christian or Catholic or something like that, or Protestant or whatever, they're really starting to question what they were taught when they were younger. And I do feel like a lot of those are coming down. They may actually, if they are very religious, there's a difference between being religious and being spiritual. They're wanting me to point that out. But if they, you know, if they grew up in a very religious household and adopted religious kinds of ideologies and belief systems and programming, those are, you know, steadily, you know, very slowly though, because those things can tend to take some time to slowly break down, but those are being broken down, and they're coming more into their own power, you know, spiritually, their own spiritual power and identity. I'm also hearing. Your person is your future spouse, Aries, is a spiritual powerhouse. Okay, I can tell you that, or they're you know, walking into that. All right, what messages do you have for Aries? What messages do you have for Aries? Aries future spouse. What messages do you have for Aries? I'm in a committed relationship. Want to make amends. Okay, your person is actually okay, so they're not as stubborn, like they're going to be quick to apologize. And with I'm in a committed relationship here, they're letting you know, once they commit to you, once they decide to make that commitment is going to be for life. They're not going to be somebody that's just going to, they're not going to be the type of person that's going to go out with their, you know, single friends, or, you know, if they have them. I'm actually picking up that your person probably doesn't have a ton of friends in this phase of their life. I feel like a lot of their relationships and friendships may have fell by the wayside as they are spiritually evolving. Okay, they're not against friendships, but right now they really are in that hermit mode where they're isolating, and they're very careful about who they share their energy with. Yes. Here with I want to make amends about. Anyway, what I was saying with that is, they're going to be they're going to honor you and their commitment to you. So, you know, they'll be the ones that are going to wear their wedding ring proudly. They're going to be the ones that, you know, if they're hit on, they're going to let that, you know, whoever's hitting on them, they're going to let them know, I'm in a committed, you know, I'm married. I'm in a committed relationship. Your person is, your future spouse, Aries, is going to put you high on a pedestal with I admire you here. They're really just gonna love what you're about. You're gonna be one that they're gonna put their spotlight's gonna be on you, and they're gonna have you on a pedestal. They're gonna really look up to you, Aries. And then it says, I want to make amends. So they're gonna be quick to apologize if anything, you know, if you guys have any kind of an argument, or if they feel like they hurt your feelings, they're not gonna want to go to bed mad. Okay, I am picking up on that very strongly. All right, Aries, I'm gonna end your reading here. Just let me know if you liked this reading, if you would like to have more of these future spouse readings where we can tap into more like your parents, you know, just get more in depth and more detailed about who your future spouse is, you know, timing wise and stuff like that. I can continue to do these readings or these kinds of readings every month, even just messages of them to you, stuff like that. Okay, just be sure that you comment below. Let me know what you thought. Definitely smash the like button if we get enough likes and views on these, if they perform really well. I'll keep these kinds of readings on the channel. Also, be sure to share and subscribe if you feel led to do so. I will see you guys in your next reading. Thanks, Aries.